Sorry, I'm going to try and figure it out. Finally figured it out. Okay, so I need to park near this thing, but then I have to get out and come here and select the animals and then move to husbandry. That's how that's done. That's really not as straightforward as they made it look in the videos I just watched. But anyway, whatever. We've got it done. Now, I've never done this before, so I'm going to have to figure this out. Hopefully it won't take me too long. Now, do I have to pick them up from this point here? I don't know. Unfold the livestock trailer. Okay. Right, so it's open. How on earth do I do this? So I select these pigs. That's not what we want. How do I get them? How do I get them onto this thing? How does one do this? Forgive me, I'm going to have to Google it. I've never done this before. Farm Sim 22, how to load pigs onto trailer. Turn that crap off. Right, so he's got the trailer. He takes the trailer to the thing.
On your farm. So you either have to have the pen for that animal or space in that pasture or pen or barn or whatever you want to call it for the animal. So it won't let you buy the animal and sort of keep it on the trailer. You have to have somewhere to take it. So I'll show you with the horses since it's just kind of easier to... If we want to look, we can take down the cover. I'll skip ahead. trailer, but your trailer and pasture is easier to. I don't know what just happened, but that's it. And then this should be empty. Yep, there. Now we have 4 horses in the pasture. And again, if you can't find it on your map, the animal husbandry will have the sort of is all there is to transporting animals if you don't want to just buy them from your farm and take that fee. So, hope that helps. Like, subscribe.
Well, it does, except that you're not telling me how to put them back on, which is no good.
Hello, everyone, and welcome
Moose
to
again.
Sim 22 Food. You can go ahead and chill, or take moose, or buy the ones at half the price, where you'll have to wait a few months for them to be able to reproduce with one another. So go ahead and choose what you want. And
Forgive me. Should I pause this bit? Okay, so there is actually no tutorial that really sort of showed this, but you have to drive the trailer right onto where this thing is here. So I just had to back it up into there, which surprisingly it wasn't too difficult actually. I've opened it up and opening the animal dialogue. I'm going to move to trailer. Move to trailer. Move to trailer. Perfect. So now I should be able to fold that. And then just simply drive them over to the new pen. Do the same thing but in reverse. Except I'm not going to reverse it in this time, I'm just going to drive straight forward. Maybe I do have to back it up, I don't know. Let's unfold it. Hopefully there's some pigs in there. Yeah, okay, so we got the pigs. Maybe if I press this. Maybe I need to back up a little bit. Well, that's weird. Maybe I do need to back up on it, I don't know. All right, let's take them for a little jaunt. And we'll back up and drop them off. Well, that's really annoying. Why is that not working? Damn it. That looked like that was going to work. And all of a sudden, it no worky. little bit further forward, maybe? Why is this not working? Ah. So confused. Why can't I do this? Do you reckon I have to drop them off there? Maybe that's the pickup point. I don't know. Why isn't this straightforward and easy? That's hugely disappointing. I don't know what's going on here. Just isn't bloody working, is it? Sorry, I'm going to try and figure it out. Finally figured it out. Okay, so I need to park near this thing, but then I have to get out and come here and select the animals and then move to husbandry. That's how that's done. That's really not as straightforward as they made it look in the videos I just watched. But anyway, whatever. We've got it done. I can now shift that back to them. That didn't cost me any extra. Let's go get some pig food. And then I can sell that barn once I've got all the crap out of it that's in there. I guess I wasn't as well lined up as I thought I was. No, not even close. Oh, now what? Seriously? That looks pretty good. There we go. So, let's see how easy this is going to be. The farm has changed. This is the biggest change we've had for some time, I've got to say. Oh yeah, it just takes it instantly. Takes it instantly. That's nice. I love that. So theoretically then I could load all that up. Do I need to give the pigs water? Have a look, see here. Straw. They need straw and they need slurry. Oh no, they make slurry, they need straw. So these guys don't need water. Okay, that's going to make my life a smidge easier. Picking up pallets of pig food is not the best fun in the world, I've got to admit. Steady. I will quite gladly bodge this lot where I want it. Oh, okay. Left one behind. I'm pretty sure I'm doing my endo maneuver again. There's 3 pallets of pig food is actually quite heavy. Hey, steady, steady. Here we go, here we go. There we go. 3 pallets in one hit. Delicious. I've actually got a bit of a smile on my face. I'm really glad I've done this. I think it was the right move. God, I hate picking these things up. I want to buy a heavier weight, much heavier weight for this tractor. Son of a bitch. Looks pretty good. Why is that not going in? Bit of faffing about, but we're getting there. Positive faff. Do you believe we filled it up? Come on, how is that not underneath? Oh, interestingly, it took some of that food. Oh, maybe there's like multiple feeding points there. That's interesting. See if I can get this from the side. I might be able to pick up two if I can. Almost. Did I pull the cable out? Son of a bitch. Just pulled the cable out the wheel. Because I've got a heavy box next to it. Okay, we're up and running again. Minor kudos for Farm Sim and Camus there, because disconnecting a controller midway through can often be a problem. So I wonder if I push all these three down the end, will it start filling that end one? No. Okay. am I going to get this one to move? It's very wedged behind the door, isn't it? There we go. We got it. We got it. We got it. Almost. Hey, we got it. Slowly getting there, guys. We're slowly getting there. God. 3 pallets inside. Most of that just disappeared out. So I could do a similar thing with the cows. I could possibly put a bigger pen there and then shift the cows onto a transport. That's a bit of a problem. Well, that went quite well. I think I'm going to have to drag this one out like that. It's only half full, but I mean, you know, it's half full. No point in wasting it. Wow. That totally emptied straight away. Look at those pigs running around. They seem much happier in there, I've got to say. I've got to say they do. I think this was the right decision, if for no other reason than for the happiness of the pigs. Oh, I'm liking this a lot more. Just the whole process, even though I haven't quite mastered it yet, but even the process is more fun. Look at this, look, that's unloading. I'm hoping I have enough food there for a whole year for 60 pigs. Unloading straight away, perfect. Right, that's that done. That's a huge upgrade for the farm, that is. I'm not quite sure how the straw is going to go in. I'm going to try and put a bit in there, you know, get everything done as best I can. But not totally full, but nearly full. I'm not going to miss that awkward bloody barn, I tell you what. Got to figure out how to put it in. I don't know if it's going to be at the front here or not. Well, that seemed to take it. But I don't see any evidence of straw. So, there, it did go in. 965 litres of straw. Yeah, the reproduction rate is 0. Puberty is 66. Reproduction at 0. So, yeah, we've got pretty much everything. We got a bit of everything there. That's cool. And more there for them to get stuck into. What does that do? Nothing at all. Okay. Right, I think that's enough for today. I've still got to sort out the rest of that barn, but we won't do it today. Got to get the straw out and all sorts of things, but that can wait. I think the pigs have got enough. There's only 6 of them there. We got enough to keep them going till next month. Plenty of food. Yeah, I'm well happy with that. Really, really, really pleased with that. That's absolutely superb. What I'd like to do is get like a slurry store point here. And possibly a milk store point as well. And then look into the possibility of expanding the cows into a bigger barn or something like that. So we haven't lost too much grass. I mean, that was the key problem. The key concern was losing the grass. But I think that's gone quite well. Haven't really lost anything other than a silo. Don't quite know what to do with the cows right now. We'll work that out. So that is a Lizard MKS 8. So, oh, look at that. Yeah, it's an interesting vehicle. What was I saying? Animals. It's an MKS8, so it could take milk, water. I don't know what that is. Herbicide, pesticide. Yeah, herbicide and pesticide. So not silage. But I think... Yeah, I think Tony's got a silage wagon as well or something. But yeah, I mean, that's a massive transformation for us. I mean, what a huge difference that's going to be this year compared to last year. And all this sugar cane is next. Goodness me. Goodness me. Right, okay, so that very short episode ended up being one of my usual hour-long episodes. But with some interesting differences and changes, I think. I don't know how I'm going to get all this out of here. Maybe if I just sell the barn, it'll just leave that behind. I'm tempted to give that a try. Let's give it a try. Let's come in here. Let's log in as admin. And save the game. And then we'll see what happens if I sell it with all that stuff in there. That's $4,000 back. Yeah, there you go. Okay, not the most realistic thing in the world, but I can come in, I can pick all this up, and I can shift it all over there into the pigsty. Probably pick this up as well, whatever the hell this is. I don't know what that is. What the hell is that? And that, you know, hopefully I can pick this up. Do it to the cows. And then we'll look to do a similar type thing. Okay, just go straight in there. There's no visible sign of it. I think it's just because it's so big that it's going to need a lot of straw. But that's okay because we've got a lot of straw. I think this is the right move. I'm very excited about this barn. And we're going to have lots of silage that we can spray on the crops or whatnot. I'll probably have to move that though, won't I? Because I still want to put a farm shop in here. That was always the plan. That's why there's a car park here. A little farm shop, a little bakery, you know, all along this plot here. Yeah, I've got some work to do. I've got to come in and tidy all this up, but we've still got 11,000 in the bank. We are short on TMR. Will the cows last another month? They have no TMR left. They just have hay and grass. And where on earth they got the hay and grass from, I don't know. But maybe I should let them eat that and get rid of it before I put any TMR in there. And the sheep, they just seem absolutely fine. It's happening, guys. We're turning this unproductive farm into something productive. Happening slowly, but it's happening. That's the key thing. Right, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Goodbye for now. So whilst all the settings and the mods that we add are intended to make the game more realistic, the actual gameplay ethos is going to be quite relaxed and quite free. And we're all going to mess around and help each other out and all sorts of good stuff. So if you'd like to become a part of this server, then all you have to do is come and join our Discord and request a farm, and if there's a space, you may well be allowed to join us.